No, see, the thing for me is that I have always been a conservationist since the time I know. So I've always been an environmentalist and a conservationist. And right now, after winning the Grammy Award, what happened was that I met Prime Minister Modi, and because he had called me to congratulate me, and he had encouraged me actually. So he pretty much made a shift in my life because he encouraged me that okay, you're a passionate conservationist, and I've heard of all your work that you've done in conservation, and now that you won this biggest music award in the world. So why don't you just dedicate your life to only making music on conservation and dedicate your life also to it? Because now you've got an opportunity to do that. So I took that advice very seriously, and after that, right now for the last 3 years, all my music has only been about the environment. I don't make any other kind of music. So I don't make pop music. I don't make any kind of music besides the environment. So all my concerts are only about the environment and about environmental consciousness. Become an advocate for it. I do concerts for policymakers. So that's in doing that, I've performed twice at the United Nations General Assembly. And I do a lot of work with the United Nations. In fact, I just performed in Delhi for the World Environment Day. So World Environment Day is celebrated in different countries every year. This year, India played host to it. So on the 4th, that is the eve of World Environment Day, I performed for the President of the United Nations, that is Eric Solem, where he had a VIP reception for environment ministers and ambassadors of 60 different countries. So I performed for that, and then the next day I performed at India Gate for the Prime Minister of India, because all my music is about the environment, so it was very apt to play over there. So that's what. So I've been performing all over the world. Just in the last 2 years, I've done more than 20 countries, and all my music is about a very strong message. So right now I found fulfillment in my work for this, because not only am I doing what I love, that is music, but I'm also making the kind of music that I absolutely love, which is about the environment and things that I feel strongly about. It's creating huge influence. It's creating massive impact in what is happening. Like later this month, I'm performing in New Mexico to a sustainability conference, which is going to be a conference for the sustainability heads for the Fortune 500 companies. So it's going to be, so music gives a very emotional message to an audience rather than giving a speech. So you're singing about these things, or you're performing music about these things, and you're having visuals during your concerts about these things. So it'll create a huge conversation between these sustainability leaders. And then early next month, I'm going to be doing two concerts in Vancouver, which is going to be one of them being for about 25,000 people. So that is basically reaching out to the masses, rather than policymakers. So there are two kinds of concerts that I love doing. One is to policymakers, and second is to masses, to reach this message of environmental consciousness. And I've pretty much decided that this is going to be the rest of my life. Like all my music is only going to be dedicated to the environment.